All right, the NFL Combine wrapped up yesterday, and it was a pretty interesting weekend from our draft prospects. There were some really great performances, some guys that really helped out their stock, and some other guys who really didn't do great, kind of let everybody down. All in all, I think it was an average combine. It feels like the NFL Combine is starting to lose some steam. I know in years past, there was a lot of big hype around it. I've been watching this thing forever. I was that kid when I was little that would watch the Combine because I liked it so much. They moved it to the weekend, put it more in primetime spots. It just kind of still has lost its glamour. None of the really big quarterbacks worked out. Top wide receiver, Marvin Harrison Jr., also didn't work out. So all in all, kind of average, but I got my big winners and losers from the weekend. Let's kick it off with my winners. The big winners, wide receivers. If you need a wide receiver in this draft, you are in great shape. There were so many good wide receivers in this class and a lot of great performances. The big one, Xavier Worthy out of Texas, setting the combine record with a 4.21 40, the fastest 40 in combine history. His teammate Adonai Mitchell had a big day, ran a 4.34 at 40 pounds heavier, a 39.5-inch vertical, and an 11.4 broad jump. And at 6'2", he is a freak athlete. Rome Odunze from Washington, huge weekend. He really solidified his self. I think he's going to be a top 10 pick now. Was excellent in his route running, fast 40, good measurables. Really, all in all, proved he is a dog. Big fan of him. But you're going to find guys like Ladd McConkey in the third or fourth round that could be impact type players, like a Puka Nacua we saw this year. Now, are they going to break the record? Probably not. But if you need a wide receiver, third, fourth, fifth round, you're going to get a guy that may have been a second or third round pick in years past. There's a lot of talent out there. I think this is an excellent wide receiver class. The other position of note, offensive tackle. This is a wide receiver and tackle draft. Big time performances now. Now, Fashanu from Penn State didn't work out. That kind of hurt him. He hurt his quad. He didn't practice. But Joe Alt, the other top tackle from Notre Dame, very solid day. Talisi Fuhafaga out of Oregon State. I know I'm butchering these names. Sorry about that. He had a big time. He's been moving up the draft board very quickly. He might be one of the first or two tackles taken off the board now. He was excellent in his performance. Troy Fafatu, another name, sorry about that, from Washington. He's more of a guard tackle type. He's projecting more at guard. Excellent weekend, big, strong, fast, moving in his cones, moving in his lateral movements, really big time. And Amaris Mims out of Georgia, another super lightning quick performance from him. Very athletic. It's a deep, deep tackle draft, and it's hard to find these guys. It's more important now than ever that you have quality offensive linemen, because defensive linemen just keep getting better, and you got to protect these expensive quarterbacks. So offensive tackles, big performance. Another guy who's been flying up the draft boards, he's now going to be the first corner off the board, I think. Quinion Mitchell out of Toledo. He was a big-time performer in the Senior Bowl, had a great week of practice there, was the talk of the town, and then he went out there and ran a 4.3 40. So he's lightning fast. He's athletic. He did play at a smaller school, Toledo. You don't really see major success from guys like that, but hey, my man Sauce Gardner played at Cincinnati, was lights out in college. This could be the first corner taken. It's not a super deep corner draft. Guys like Kool-Aid McKinstry, who were projected to be the first corner taken coming into this process, he didn't work out. He's kind of fallen into the late first round pick. I don't think there's going to be two corners taken in the top 15. I only expect one. Another big winners, your edge rushers. Dallas Turner from Alabama, your number one projected edge rusher. He's a freak. 34 3/8-inch arms. He's got like a gangly monster out there. And as an edge rusher, ran a 4.46, a 40.5-inch vert. Athletic freak. Now he's more of a 3-4 linebacker edge guy, so it's not quite comparable to this next guy, Jared Verse out of Florida State. He's a traditional pass rusher off the edge, but a 10.7 broad jumps, of 5'5" or 4.58, 35-inch vert. Plenty of athleticism. Both these pass rushers are very, very good. I'm thinking top 10 for Turner, top 15 definitely for Verse. I think both these guys are going to be excellent. And then Braden Fisk, another Florida State guy, 300-pound defensive tackle, running a 4.78, lighting up his three-cone drill. he really showed athleticism, and that's a thing that you're really starting to see on the interior defensive tackles. Very athletic guys who can go in there, get after the quarterback. A guy like Aaron Donald, freak athlete, and you see how much of a game wrecker he's become. But it's not all roses and sunshines. Let's get into our losers. In general, quarterbacks. Quarterbacks in general lost this weekend. You didn't see Caleb, Drake May, or Jaden Daniels work out. I really wanted to see Jaden Daniels run and do the 3-cone drill or any sort of stuff like that. His vertical, his broad jump. He is a freak athlete. I think he could have cemented himself as the number 2 pick, showing off that athleticism. Still might be the number 2 pick. They did some interviews. Caleb Williams acted all weird this weekend. I don't get that. But everybody else, Spencer Rattler was a guy people were intrigued by after the Senior Bowl. He was pretty awful. He measured at the bottom in pretty much every category for quarterbacks. He was not great. And throwing the ball, I thought J.J. McCarthy was mid, a guy who's flown up the board. People are projecting in the top 12. Bo Nix was okay. Michael Penix, 10.5-inch hands. That was probably the biggest winner of the thing. He had huge hands, and that's helpful in the NFL, holding on to that football. Now, is it going to kill you if your hands are a little bit smaller? No, but there does seem to be a correlation with hand size and ability to hold on to the football. That helps. He also cleared his medical. So Michael Penix, probably your biggest winner out of quarterbacks. But in general, I thought the quarterbacks were a real letdown. Obviously, like I said, the guys who didn't work out, that sucks. Marvin Harrison Jr., where you at, man? You're the number 1 receiver. Wanted to see you out there. And then a big one, Cameron Kitchens out of Miami. This has to be one of the worst combine performances for a guy. 200 pounds out of Miami. He's a safety. Ran a 4.65, which is pretty slow, but he had a 9.2 broad jump. That's zero athleticism. Most of the linemen had bigger broad jumps than him. That's really bad. Now, is it going to kill him in the draft? No, he's still projected in that 2nd to 3rd round range. But all in all, that's a really questionable performance from a position that you need to have athleticism. You see a guy like Kyle Hamilton, who was big and a little bit slower, but he's crushing in the athleticism department. He can cover ground. He can use his size to make that stuff up. So yeah, pretty poor performance from him. But let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Who did you like? Who excelled? Who let down? Were there any surprises for you? Let me know what you guys think. If you haven't already, drop a quick like on this video. Hit that thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel. We got new sports content every single day. If you want to support the channel more, sign up for channel memberships. You get lots of cool perks. You get early access to videos. You get access to exclusive videos. We're building up that content library for you guys, so you get all this extra stuff. Help support me. Allows me to keep making this great content for you guys every single day. Again, like, subscribe, and share, and I'll see y'all tomorrow.